Please go ahead. Sorry. Jai Shri Krishna. Namaste.
Rama 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 Shri Rama 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 Rama.
Continue. Rama Rama
Ati Bhanga Charu Ati Tribhanga Charachapa Drita Shubhanga Janaka Jamano Taranga Rama 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 Ati Bhanga Charu Ati Tribhanga Charachapa Drita Shubhanga Janaka Jamano Taranga Rama 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 Rama.
Very well done.
Jai Shri Krishna. Wow. In fact, one other day, Kala Bhagini was singing, this along with showing the natural things around her, the greeneries and all. It was so beautiful. It blended so well. Wow. Very nice, Neena Bhagini. Sounded so nice. What a way to start the day. Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Shri Ram. We can include this in our upcoming Jnana Nidhi. That would be wonderful. So we will start reciting from the 21st sloka of the first chapter.
Why are we going back, Pravina?
Because many have not yet got the recitation comfortably. And then we will go all the way to the second chapter to as many number of slokas as we can. Even the first 20, I think it's still a little bit of thing, but we will practice it on and off so that we'll get there.
Namaste.
Namaste. 21st sloka, first chapter. So we will start by reciting the Mahatmya sloka. One of you can repeat after me. For every slokas, 5 slokas, we could have a different person reciting if that's possible. Ekam Shastram.
Ekam Shastram.
Devaki Putra Geetam.
Devaki Putra Geetam.
Eko Devo.
Eko Devo.
Devaki Putra Eva.
Devaki Putra Eva.
Eko Mantraha.
Eko Mantraha.
Tasya Namani Yani.
Tasya Namani Yani.
Karmapyekam.
Karma Kyekam.
Tasya Devasya Seva.
Tasya Devasya Seva.
Atha Prathamodhyayaha Ekavimshatitama slokaha. Now we will start from Rishikesham. Rishikesham tada vakyam.
Rishikesham tada vakyam.
Idamaha mahipate.
Idamaha mahipate.
Arjuna uvacha.
Arjuna uvacha.
Senayorubhayor madhye.
Senayorubhayor madhye.
Ratam sthapaya mechyuta.
Radham stapaya mechyuta.
Yavadeta niriksheham.
Yavadeta niriksheham.
Yodukamanavasthitam. Yodukamanavasthitan.
Yodukamanavastitan.
Kairmaya sahayodavyam.
Kairmaya sahayodharvam.
Sahayodavyam
Sahayodavyam
Asmin Ranasamudyame
Asmin Ranasamudyame
Yotsyamanaveeksheham
Yutsamananaveksheham
Yayetetra samagataha
Yayetetra samagataha
Dhartarashtrasya durbuddhehe
Dhatarashtrasya durbuddhe
Yuddhe priyachikeshavaha
Yuddhe priyachikeshavaha
Sanjaya uvacha
Sanjay Uvacha
Eva mukto rishikeshaha
Eva Mukto Rishikeshaha
Gudakeshena bharata
Gudakeshena Bharata
Senayorubhayormadhye
Senayorubhayormadhye
Stapayitva ratottamam
स्थापयित्वा रथोत्तमम्
Bhishmadrona pramukhatah
भीष्मद्रोणप्रमुखतः
Sarvesham cha mahishitam
सर्वेषां च महीक्षिताम्
Uvacha partha pashyaitan
उवाच पार्थ पश्यैतान्
Samavetan kuruniti
समवेतान् कुरूनिति
Tatra pashyat sthithan partah
तत्र पश्यति स्थान् पार्थः
Pashyat sthithan partah
पश्यस्थितान् पार्थः
Pitrnath pitamahan
पितृनथ पितामहान्
Acharyan matulan bhratran
आचार्यान् मातुलान् भ्रातृ
Putran pautran sakinstatha
पुत्रान् पौत्रान् सखींस्तथा
Shvashuran suhridaschaiva
श्वशुरान् सुहृदश्चैव
Senayorubhayorapi
सेनयोरुभयोरपि
Tan samikshya sa kaunteyaha
तान् समीक्ष्य स कौन्तेयः
Sarvan bandhun navasthitan
सर्वान् बन्धून् नवस्थितान्
Kripaya parayavisto
कृपया पर्याविष्टो
Vishidanidamabravit
विषीदन्निदमब्रवीत्
Arjuna uvacha
अर्जुन उवाच
दृष्ट्वेमं स्वजनं कृष्ण
दृष्ट्वेव
दृष्ट्वेमं
दृष्ट्वेमं स्वजनं कृष्ण
युयुत्सुं समुपस्थितं
युयुत्सुं समुपस्थितम्
सीदन्ति मम गात्राणि
सीदन्ति मम गात्राणि
मुखं च परिशुष्यति
मुखं च परिशुष्यति
वेपतुश्च शरीरे मे
वेपतुश्च शरीरे मे
वेपतुश्च शरीरे मे
वेपथुश्च
शरीरे मे
तुश्च शरीरे मे
रोमहर्षश्च जायते
रोमहर्षश्च जायते
गाण्डीवं संसृते हस्तात्
गाण्डीवं संस्रसते हस्ता
त्वक्चैव परिदह्यते
त्वक्चैव परिदह्यते
न च शक्नोम्यवस्थातुम्
न च शक्नोम न च शक्नोम्यवस्थातुम्
भ्रमतीव च मे मनः
भ्रमतीव च मे मनः
निमित्तानि च पश्यामि
निमित्तानि च पश्यामि
विपरीतानि केशव
विपरीतानि केशव
न च श्रेयोनुपश्यामि
न च श्रेयोनुपश्यामि
हत्वा स्वजनमाहवे
हत्वा स्वजनमाहवे
न काङ्क्षे विजयं कृष्ण
न काङ्क्षे विजयं कृष्ण
न च राज्यं सुखानि च
न च राज्यं सुखानि च
किं नो राज्येन गोविन्द
किं नो राज्येन गोविन्द
किं भोगैर्जीवितेन वा
किं भोगैर्जीवितेन वा
येषामर्थे काङ्क्षितं नो
येषामर्थे काङ्क्षितं नो
राज्यं भोगा सुखानि च
राज्यं भोगा सुखानि च
तयिमेव स्थिता युद्धे
तयिमेव स्थिता युद्धे
प्राणान् त्यक्त्वा धनानि च
प्राणान् त्यक्त्वा धनानि च
आचार्याः पितरः पुत्राः
आचार्याः पितरः पुत्राः
तथैव च पितामहाः
तथैव च पितामहाः
मातुलाः श्वशुराः पौत्राः
मातुलाः श्वशुराः पौत्राः
शालाः सम्बन्धिनस्तथा
श्यालाः सम्बन्धिनस्तथा
एतान् हन्तुमिच्छामि
एतान् हन्तुमिच्छामि
ज्ञतोऽपि मधुसूदन
यतोऽपि मधुसूदन
ज्ञतोऽपि
ज्ञतोऽपि
ज्ञ
मधुसूदन
GNA ज्ञतोऽपि
ज्ञतोऽपि मधुसूदन
अपि त्रैलोक्यराज्यस्य
अपि त्रैलोक्यराज्यस्य
हेतो किं नु मही कृते
हेतोः किं नु मही कृते
निहत्य धातराष्ट्रानः
I finished 5. Someone can continue.
निहत्य धातराष्ट्रानः
निहत्य दार्तराष्ट्रान्नः
का प्रीतिः स्यात् जनार्दन
का प्रीतिः स्यात् जनार्दन
पापमेवाश्रयेदस्मान्
पापमेवाश्रयेदस्मात्
हत्वैतानाततायिनः
हत्वैतानाततायिनः
तस्मान्नार्हा वयं हन्तुम्
तस्मान्नर्हाव्ययं हन्तुम् तस्मान्नार्हा वयं हन्तुम्
धातराष्ट्रान् स्वबान्धवान्
दार्तराष्ट्रान् स्वबान्धवान्
स्वजनं हि कथं हत्वा
स्वजनं हि कथं हत्वा
सुखिनः स्याम माधव
सुखिनः स्याम माधव
यद्यप्येतेन पश्यन्ति
यद्यप्तेन पश्यन्ति
यद्यप्येतेन पश्यन्ति
यद्यप्येतेन पश्यन्ति
लोभोपहत चेतसः
लोभो बहत चेतसः
कुलक्षयकृतं दोषम्
कुलक्षयकृतं दोषम्
मित्रद्रोहे च पातकम्
मित्रद्रोहे च पातकम्
कथं न ज्ञेयमस्माभिः
कथं नन्येयमस्माभिः
पापादस्मान् निवर्तितुम्
पापादस्मान्निवर्तितुम्
कुलक्षयकृतं दोषम्
कुलक्षयकृतं दोषम्
प्रपश्यद्भिर्जनार्दन
अपश्यद्विजनादन
कुलक्षये प्रणश्यन्ति
कुलक्षये प्रणश्यन्ति
कुलधर्मा सनातनाः
कुलधर्मा सनातनाः
धर्मे नष्टे कुलं कृत्स्नम्
धर्मे नष्टे कुलं कृत्स्नम् कृत्स्नम्
अधर्मोऽभिभवत्युतः
अधर्मोऽभिभवत्युतः
अधर्माभिभवात् कृष्ण। जय श्री कृष्ण।
अधर्माभिभवात् कृष्ण
प्रदुष्यन्ति कुलस्त्रियः
प्रदुष्यन्ति कुलस्त्रियः
स्त्रीषु दुष्टासु वार्ष्णेय
स्त्रीषु दुष्टासु वार्ष्णेय
जायते वर्णसङ्करः
जायते वर्णसङ्करः
संकरो नरकायैव
संकरो नरकायैव
कुलज्ञानां कुलस्य च
कुलज्ञानां कुलस्य च
पतन्ति पितरो ह्येषाम्
पतन्ति पितरो ह्येषाम्
लुप्तपिण्डोदकक्रियाः
लुप्तपिण्डोदकक्रियाः
दोषैरेतैर्कुलज्ञा दोषै एकनिमिषम् दोषैरेतैकुलज्ञानाम्
दोषैरेतैकुलज्ञानाम्
वर्णसङ्करकारकैः
वर्णसङ्करकारकैः
उत्साद्यन्ते जातिधर्माः
उद्याद्यन्ते जातिधर्माः
उत्साद्यन्ते
उत्साद्यन्ते
जातिधर्माः
जातिधर्माः
कुलधर्माश्च शाश्वताः
कुलधर्माश्च शाश्वताः
उत्सन्नकुलधर्माणाम्
उत्सन्नकुलधर्माणाम्
मनुष्याणां जनार्दन
मनुष्याणां जनार्दन
नरके नियतं वासो
नरके नियतं वासो
भवतीत्यनुशुश्रुम
भवतीत्यनुशुश्रुम
अहो बत महत् पापम्
अहो बत महत् पापम्
कर्तुं व्यवसिता वयम्
कर्तुं व्यवसिता वयम्
यद्राज्यसुखलोभेन
यत्राश्च सुखलोभेन
हन्तुं स्वजनमुद्युताः
हन्तुं स्वजनमुद्युताः
मुद्युताः
मुद्युताः
मुद्य only is there. Okay, मुद्यताः
हन्तुं स्वजनमुद्यताः
सम्यक्। यदि मामप्रतीकारम्
यदि माम प्रतीकारम्
अशस्त्रं शस्त्रपाणयः
अशस्त्रं शस्त्रपाणयः
धार्तराष्ट्रारणे हन्युः
धार्तराष्ट्रारणे हन्युः
तन्मे क्षेमतरं भवेत्।
तन्मे क्षेमतरं भवेत्।
सञ्जय उवाच
सञ्जय उवाच
एवमुक्त्वा अर्जुनः सङ्ख्ये
एवमुक्त्वार्जुनः सङ्ख्ये
Ratopastha upavishat
रथोपस्थ उपाविशत्
Visrijya Sasharam Chapam
विसृज्य सशरं चापं
Shoka Samvigna Manasaha
शोकसंविघ्नमानसः
Iti Srimad Bhagavad Gita Supanishatsu
इति श्रीमद्भगवद्गीतासूपनिषत्सु
Brahma Vidyayam
ब्रह्मविद्यायां
Yoga Shastre
योगशास्त्रे
Shri Krishna Arjuna Samvade
श्रीकृष्णार्जुनसंवादे
Arjuna Vishada Yogo Nama
अर्जुनविषादयोः नाम
Prathamodhyayaha.
प्रथमोऽध्यायः।
So first chapter is over. Practice it as and when you get time. Also when we are reciting, those who are not, reciting with me can always unmute and recite so that we get more of practice. It is not just about listening, you can recite it. If you want me to slow down the pace, we can. So the idea is we recite it by Tamil New Year, possibly April 15th. Let us attempt to complete the second chapter. Second chapter completion means we should be able to read it fluently. That's it. I'm not even expecting by hearting, but even if we have it on the screen, we should be able to read it fluently. That is our objective. So first chapter we've revised now. We will move on to the second chapter. And as Sudha Bhagini and myself just read now, the final thing, Tatsaditi Srimad Bhagavad Gita Su Upanishatsu. So Bhagavad Gita is a Upanishad, Brahma Vidyayam, which means Brahma Vidya. Brahma Vidya means knowing about the ultimate Brahman, the ultimate God. Yoga Shastre, it is categorized as a Yoga Shastra itself. And what is it? Shri Krishna Arjuna Samvade. This is a interaction, a dialogue between Bhagavan Shri Krishna and Arjuna. And what chapter did we complete just now? The name of the chapter is Arjuna Vishada Yogo Nama. The name of the chapter is Arjuna Vishada Yoga. Because
What
Arjuna
is the meaning of Arjuna Vishada Yoga?
Yeah, Vishada is lamenting, right? So he's now giving up everything. He's filled with grief. So he's lamenting. So Arjuna's lamentation, that's basically it. Arjuna Vishada Yoga, but that is also a yoga because that sets the context for Krishna's Upadesha. So it takes us closer to Bhagavan. Yoga here is like the union. So it takes us closer to the Parabrahma. So Arjuna Vishada Yogo Nama Prathama Adhyaya. First chapter is now completed. And the first chapter, how many slokas are there in the first chapter?
47.
46.
47 slokas.
47.
slokas. Yeah,
47.
with Sanjaya Uvacha, it's 47 slokas.
Yeah,
So
okay.
please practice that. We will now move on to the second chapter where Krishna will also start talking. So Bhagavan Krishna's role in the first chapter was more of a friend and a charioteer, because he's a friend, he comes with Arjuna, and as a charioteer, now Arjuna is asking him to park the chariot in between the two armies. Krishna dutifully does that. So his role starts and ends there in the first chapter. Patiently, we speak of the importance of listening skills in personality development and communication skills these days. Krishna patiently has listened to all these slokas. The entire first chapter, he is there sitting, listening to Arjuna's lamentation. And only in the second chapter, he's starting to give the answers. Okay. So we'll move here. Atha dvitiyodhyayaha.
अथ द्वितीयोऽध्यायः
Sanjaya Uvacha.
सञ्जय उवाच
Tam tatha kripaya vishtam.
Screen is not showing, Guru.
I'm trying to, know what is mentioned in the Gita press, what is mentioned in the screen, because there are some
Yeah.
variations.
There are.
So I'm like, tung, tung, tung. So if I'm
But-
not there sometime, please do let me know.
No, I have the ISKCON book, and there you don't have the last part of what you recited.
Yeah. So some minor changes are there. So I'm kind of balancing it. So in case my screen is gone, just do let me know.
Sure.
Yeah. I'll start again. Atha dvitiyoऽध्यायः
अथ द्वितीयोऽध्यायः
Sanjaya uvacha
सञ्जय उवाच
tam tatha kripayavishtam
तं तथा कृपयाविष्ठम्
ashnupurnakulekshanam
अश्रुपूर्णाकुलेक्षणम्
vishidantamidam vakyam
विषीदन्तमिदं वाक्यम्
uvacha madhusudanaha
उवाच मधुसूदनः
Shri Bhagavanuvacha
श्रीभगवानुवाच
Kutasthva kashmalamidam
कुतस्त्वाकश्मलमिदम्
Vishame samupasthitam
विषमे समुपस्थितम्
Anaryajushtamasvargyam
अनार्यजुष्टमस्वर्ग्यम्
Akirtikaram
अकीर्तिकरमर्जुन
Klaibhyam masmagamah partha
क्लैब्यं मा स्मगमः पार्थ
Naitattvayupapadyate
नैतत्त्वय्युपपद्यते
Shudram hridaya daurbalyam
क्षुद्रं हृदय दौर्बल्यम्
Tyaktvottishta parantapa
तत्त्वोत्तिष्ठ परन्तप
Arjuna uvacha
Arjuna Uvacha
Katham bhishmamaham sankhye
Katham Bhishmamaham Sankhye
Dronam cha madhusudana
Dronam cha Madhusudana
Ishubhi pratiyotsyami
Ishubhi Pratiyotsyami
Pujarha varisudana
Pujarha Varisudana
Guruna hatva hi mahanubhavan
Guru Nahatva hi Mahanubhavan
Shreyo bhoktum
Shreyo Bhoktum
Vaikshyamapiha loke
Bhekshamapiha loke
Hatvartha kamanstu
Hatvartha kamanstu
Guruni haiva
Guru nihaiva
Bhunjiya bhogan
Bhunjiya bhogan
Rudira pradigdan
Rudhira pradigdan
Na chaitadvidma
Na chaitat Na chaitat
Vidma
vidma
Kataranno gariyo
Ma Guru, I lost you.
Gariyo
Kataranno gariyo
Yadva jayema
Yadva jayema
Yadivano jayeyuhu
Yadivano jayeyu
Yaneva hatvana
Yaneva hatva
Na jijivishamaha
Najijivishamaha
Deva sthitah pramukhe
तेव स्थिताः प्रमुखे
धार्तराष्ट्राः
धार्तराष्ट्राः
कार्पण्यदोषो
कार्पण्यदोषो
पहत स्वभावः
पहत स्वभावः
मिलित्वा एकवारं वदामि कार्पण्यदोषोपहत स्वभावः
कार्पण्यदोषोपहत स्वभावः
पृच्छामि त्वां धर्मसम्मूढचेताः
धर्मसम्मूढचेताः यश्रेयस्यान्
निश्चितं ब्रूहि तन्मे
निश्चितं ब्रूहि तन्मे शिष्यस्तेऽहं
शाधि मां त्वां प्रपन्नम्
शाधि मां त्वां प्रपन्नम्
न हि प्रपश्यामि
न हि प्रपश्यामि
ममापनुद्यात्
ममापनुद्यात्
यच्छोकमुच्छोषण
यच्छोकमुच्छोषण
मिन्द्रियाणाम्
अवाप्य भूमा
वसपत्नमृद्धम्
वसपत्नमृद्धम्
राज्यं सुराणामपि
राज्यं सुराणामपि
चाधिपत्यम्
चाधिपत्यम्
सञ्जय उवाच
सञ्जय उवाच
एवमुक्त्वा हृषीकेशम्
एवमुक्त्वा ऋषिकेशम्
गुडाकेशः परन्तप
गुडाकेश परन्तप
न योत्स्य इति गोविन्दम्
न योत्स्य इति गोविन्दम्
उक्त्वा तूष्णीं बभूवः
उक्त्वा तूष्णीं बभूवः
तमुवाच हृषीकेशः
तमुवाच ऋषिकेशः
प्रहसन्निव भारत
प्रहसन्निव भारत
सेनयोरुभयोर्मध्ये
सेनयोरुभयोर्मध्ये
विषीदन्तमिदं वचः
विषीदन्तमिदं वचः
Jai Shri Krishna. So now Sanjaya is saying that Arjuna was like this. He threw away all his, astra, shastras, everything. And he is now crying, saying that he is not going to do anything. He surrenders to Krishna. Karpanya dosho in that sloka we saw. Shishyasteham shadimam tvam prapannam. Accept me as your student and guide me in the right path. I don't know what is right and what is wrong, says Arjuna. Now listening to all this, what does Krishna do? Tamuvacha Hrishikeshaha prahasanniva bharata. So he's smiling. As if he's smiling, he starts saying everything. Now when we surrender, Krishna starts smiling, right? Earlier he was angry. He was like, where did you get this kind of, poisonous thought in your mind? Throw it out. So he was like shaking Arjuna, bringing sense to him. But now because Arjuna accepts that, just accept me as your student and guide me in the right path for Krishna. So what does Krishna do? Krishna starts to smile and then he Vishidanta midam vachaha. He's starting to say. So from this 11th sloka onwards, many of the acharyas say that this is the actual beginning of Bhagavad Gita. And many acharyas have given their commentary only from the 11th sloka of the second chapter. So a few acharyas consider the first chapter to be the context setting. So therefore they have explained that because it's a lot about dharma and other things. But many acharyas have started only from the 11th sloka of the second chapter. So going forward is where the Gita Bhashyam actually starts, right? Did I explain about Rishikesha, Gudakesha in the earlier discussion? Did we discuss that?
Rishikesha, you said is controller of senses.
Gudakesha?
The one
No.
who has conquered the sleep.
Correct. So this one sloka is a very, very beautiful sloka. The ninth one. Eva muktva Rishikesham Gudakesha Parantapa. So here, Sanjaya is very brilliant. You know, his coining of words, the comparison he brings in is very, very interesting. He's the direct Shishya of Vedavyasa Maharishi. So we can understand, you know, where he comes from. And he advises Dhritarashtra without being scared. Dhritarashtra is an emperor at that time. But he's very straightforward in calling a spade a spade. So comes with so much of intelligence, conviction, and word power. So here he says, Eva Muktva Rishikesham. Rishikesam Dvitiya Vibhakti, right? So having said like this, to Rishikesha, so Rishikesha has many, many meanings. One of the meanings is the giver of happiness. So the one who gives happiness. To that person, Arjuna is sobbing and telling all this. Okay. Another meaning is to the controller of senses. Rishikanam Ishaha, the Lord of the senses. So the one who controls everybody's senses is Rishikesha, to whom Arjuna is saying that, you know, I have absolutely no control over my own emotions. Please help me out. So he's approaching the right person. That is also communicated here. Another meaning of Rishikesha is from whom all the planets get their source of light. So the one who gives knowledge in the form of happiness. So there are many, many meanings like this. So let's just take one of the meanings, controller of senses. Okay. So to that controller of senses, Sanjaya beautifully says, Gudakesha, Parantapaha. So Gudakesha is saying this particular word. So who is Gudakesha? The one who has controlled his sleep. So with this, what we can understand is that it is not a normal person who is lamenting. It is not like, you know, a person who always, you know, cries is crying now. That's not the case. Arjuna is conquered his sleep, which means it's not an easy thing. Even without our knowledge, we doze off sometimes, right? But Arjuna does not need to sleep at all. If there is a war, he can continuously be awake through the entire, you know, end of the war. So he's built that kind of energy, that kind of stamina, that kind of, you know, hard-heartedness when it comes to the Yuddha. He's fought against the Kauravas themselves earlier during the 13th year, at the end of the 13 years of Vanavasa. He single-handedly fought against all these Kauravas and won them. But this war is not like that, because this is about life or death. And when he fights now, it means he's going to kill them. It's not like winning them the earlier attempt. So now he can't imagine that I will kill my relatives, you know. So because of that, he is confused. The controller of sleep is now confused. Now Rishikesha, who is the controller of senses, is going to help him out. So that is the context. So we can understand the intensity of the discussion that is going to come ahead. So that is why he uses these two words beautifully, Rishikesham, Gudakesha. Now what will Rishikesha do? Rishikesha will make the Gudakesha also to get control of his senses. Not just sleep, get control of your senses also. So, na yotsya iti Govindam uktva. Here he's adding one more name to Krishna, where he's saying Govinda. Govinda means the protector of Bhumi, the protector of earth. So it also means the one who protected the cows. That simpleton, you know, that simple Krishna who was behind the cows in Gokula and Vrindavana. So Arjuna is thinking him to be Govinda or what? You know, he thinks this Rishikesha, who is going to ask him to fight, to him, he's assuming that he's the simple Govinda going behind the cows and telling all this. He's thinking this Krishna is such a simple person to whom you can go lament, but he's actually the controller of senses. So he's approaching the right person. All these are communicated just by the names that Sanjaya uses in this beautiful sloka. right? There's a lot more actually that goes into this, but we can understand the overview so that we enjoy the slokas as we recite, right? So we will move on to the 11th sloka, the actual Gitopadesha of Krishna starting now. Shri Bhagavanuvacha
Shri Bhagavanuvacha
Ashocyan Anvashocastvam
Ashocyan Anvashocastvam
Prajnavadanscha Bhashase
Pragyavadanshcha Bhashase
Gatasuna Gatasunschа
Gatasuncha
Nanushocanti Panditaha
Nanushocanti Panditaha
Natve Vaham Jatunasam
Natve Vaham Jatunasam
Natvam Neme Janadhipaha
Nat Natvam Neme Janadipaha
Nachaiva Nabhavishyamaha
Nachaiva na bhavishyamaha
Sarve Vayamatah Param
Sarve Vayamatah Param
Dehinosmin Yatha Dehe
Dehe nosmin yatha dehe
Kaumaram Yauvanam Jara
Kaumaram Yauvanam Jara
Tata Dehantara Praptir
Tatha Dehantara Praptir
Dhirastatra na muhyati
Dhirastatra namuhyati
Matra Sparshastu Kaunteya
Matra Sparshastu Kaunteya
Shitoshna Sukha Dukkadaha
Shitoshna Sukha Dukkhadaha
Agama Paino Nityaha
Agama Paino Nityaha
Stam Titikshasva Bharata
Stam Titikshasva Bharata
Yam hi navyatayantyete
Yam hina vyathayantyete
Purusham Purusharshapha
Purusham Purusharshabha
Samadukha Sukham Dhiram
Samadukha Sukham Dhiram
Somritatvaya Kalpate
Somritatvaya Kalpate
Nasato Vidyate Bhavo
Nasato vidyate bhavo.
Na Bhavo Vidyate Tataha
Na bhavo vidyate sataha.
Ubhayorapi Drishtontaha
Ubhayorapi drishtontaha.
Tvanayostattvadarshibhihi
Vanayostattvadarshibhihi.
Avinashitu Tatviddi
Avinashitu
Avinashito
tatvid.
that
Anu, you're
Tatvik.
reciting?
No, sorry. Carry on.
Avinashitu Tatviddi
Avinashitu tatvidhi.
Yena Sarvamidam Tatam
Yena sarvamidam tatam.
Vinashamavyyasyasya
Vinashamavyyasyasya.
Na kaschit kartumarhati
Nakashit kartumarhati.
Antavantahi me deha
Antavantai me deha.
Nityasyokta sharirinaha
Nityasyokta sharirinaha.
अनाशिनो प्रमेयस्य
अनाशिनो प्रमेयस्य
तस्माद्युध्यस्व भारत
तस्माद्युध्यस्व भारत
ययेनं वेत्ति हन्तारम्
ययेनं वेत्ति हन्तारम्
यश्चैनं मन्यते हतम्
यश्चैनं मन्यते हतम्
उभौ तौ न विजानीतो
उभौ तौ न विजानीतो
नायं हन्ति न हन्यते
नायं हन्ति न हन्यते
न जायते म्रियते वा कदाचिन्
न जायते म्रियते वा कदाचित्
नायं भूत्वा भविता वा न भूयः
नायं भूत्वा भविता वा न भूयः
अजो नित्यः शाश्वतोऽयं पुराणो
अजो नित्यः शाश्वतोऽयं पुराणो
न हन्यते हन्यमाने शरीरे
न हन्यते हन्यमाने शरीरे
Raji, here it is kadachi and nanyam, right? So it will become kadachin nanyam, not kadachit
कदाचित्
nanyam.
सुरेश महोदय
Veda vinashinam nityam
वेदा विनाशिन् नित्यम्
Veda vinashinam nityam
वेदा विनाशिनं नित्यम्
Yayenamajamavyayam
ययेनमजमव्ययम्
Katham sa purushah partha
कथं स पुरुषः पार्थ
Kam ghatayati hantikam
कं घातयति हन्तिकम्
vasamsi jirnani yata vihaya
वासांसि जीर्णानि यथा विहाय
navani grihnati naroparaani
नवानि गृह्णाति नरोपराणि
tata sharirani
तथा शरीराणि
vihaya jirnani
विहाय जीर्णानि
anyani sayyati
अन्यानि संयाति
navani dehi
नवानि देहि
nainam chindanti shastrani
नैनं चिन्तन्ति शस्त्राणि
नैनं दहति पावकः
नैनं दहति पावकः
न चैनं क्लेदयन्त्यापो
न चैनं क्लेदयन्त्यापो
न शोषयति मारुतः
न शोषयति मारुतः
अच्छेद्योऽयमदाह्योऽयम्
Somebody else can do it.
Acche, yeah.
Go
ahead.
on, Sudha. Please, Sudha, go on.
Achedyoyamadahyoyam
अक्लेद्यो शोष्य एव च
अक्लेशोष्य एव च
शोष्य एव च
शोष्य एव च
नित्यः सर्वगतस्तानुः
नित्य सर्वगतस्थानुः
अचलोऽयं सनातनः
अचलोऽयं सनातनः
अव्यक्तोऽयमचिन्त्योऽयम्
अव्यक्त्योऽयमचिन्त्योऽयम्
अविकार्योऽयमुच्यते
अविकार्योऽयमुच्यते
तस्मादेवं विदित्वैनं
तस्मादेवं विदित्वैनं
नानुशोचितुमर्हसि
नानुशोचितुमर्हसि
अथ चैनं नित्यजातम्
अथ चैनं नित्यजातं
नित्यं वा मन्यसे मृतम्
नित्यं वा मन्यसे मृतम्
तथापि त्वं महाबाहो
तथापि त्वं महाबाहो
नैवं शोचितुमर्हसि
नैवं शोचितुमर्हसि
जातस्य हि ध्रुवो मृत्युर्ध्रुवम्
जातस्य हि ध्रुवो मृत्युर्ध्रुवम्
जन्ममृतस्य च
जन्ममृतस्य च
तस्मादपरिहार्येते
तस्मादपरिहार्येते
न त्वं शोचितुमर्हसि
न त्वं शोचितुमर्हसि
अव्यक्तादीनि भूतानि
अव्यक्तादीनि भूतानि
व्यक्तमध्यानि भारत
व्यक्तमध्यानि भारत
अव्यक्तनिधनान्येव
अव्यक्तनिधनान्येव
तत्र का परिदेवना
तत्र का परिदेवना
आश्चर्यवत् पश्यति कश्चिदेनम्
आश्चर्यवत् पश्यति कश्चिदेनम्
आश्चर्यवद्वदति
आश्चर्यवत् पश्यति
आश्चर्यवद्वदति
आश्चर्यवत् पदति
वदति
I think it is different here. Okay.
it is आश्चर्यवद्वदति
आश्चर्यवत् वदति
तथैव चान्यः
तथैव चान्यः
आश्चर्यवच्चैन
आश्चर्यवश्चैन
मन्यः शृणोति
मन्यः शृणोति
श्रुत्वाप्येनं
श्रुत्वाप्येनं
वेद न चैव कश्चित्
वेद न चैव कश्चित्
देहि नित्यमवद्योऽयम्
वेहि नित्यमवद्योऽयम्
देहे सर्वस्य भारत
वेहे सर्वस्य भारत
तस्मात् सर्वाणि भूतानि
तस्मात् सर्वाणि भूतानि
न त्वं शोचितुमर्हसि
न त्वं शोचितुमर्हसि
सर्वं श्रीकृष्णार्पणमस्तु
सर्वं श्रीकृष्णार्पणमस्तु
Jai Shri Krishna. So we've done till the 30th sloka of the second chapter. We will keep repeating it. So our target is mid-April. Let's do the 72 slokas in the second chapter. Okay. So, as and when I will explain a few things. If possible, we can have one session just on the meaning of the second chapter, so that we get a overall idea about what it means. Okay. All right. So we will do the Dhyana Sloka and wrap it up. Kayena vacha manasendriyaiva buddhyatmana va prahride svabhavat karomi yat yat sakalam parasmai narayanaayeti samarpayami. Achyutaya namaha Anantaya namaha Govindaya namaha Achyutaya namaha Anantaya namaha Govindaya namaha Achyutaya namaha Anantaya namaha Govindaya namaha Sarvam Shri Krishnarpanamastu. Jai Shri Krishna. So we will meet again on Tuesday for Sambhashana Varga. Ram Ram Namaste.
Ram Ram. Thank you, Guru. Dhanyawad.
Dhanyawad.